Calling all future rock stars. Do you have a child who is wanting to be the next Jimi Hendrix or perhaps wants to learn a new skill? Why not start with learning how to play guitar? And it's International Guitar Month.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Joining me now is Trent Rogers, the store director of Pecknel Music Company in Greenville. Thanks so much for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Absolutely. Yes.
So where should a child start if they want to learn how to play guitar?
You know, it's really just out the gates. Start with an acoustic, and I say if you're 5 years old and onward, you can just start, you know.
Okay.
You know, to the point we have great lessons for it, you know, things like that. So honestly, it's just any time to start. You don't have to your point, be Jimi Hendrix out the gates, okay?
Everyone starts somewhere.
You have to. Everybody's got to start somewhere, exactly. So.
And we were just talking, because kids, you know, they sometimes like things for just a hot second and then
Sure.
they move on. So do we rent a guitar? Do we dive right in and buy one? How do we get started that way?
Sure, absolutely. Again, you want to start with acoustics. Everybody, listen, every kid sees this and says, that's got to be what I'm starting out with. Unfortunately, that's not where you start. So, yes, you rent a guitar from us, and again, there's no obligation to it. You can rent it for a month. You can rent it for however long you'd like.
Okay.
Because they change their minds, you know. But to the same point, I've got affordable guitars that come with everything you need to start, be it a case, your picks, your strap, and of course the guitar itself. And I mean, those things are like 140 bucks. So,
which is not bad at all. I was
No.
expecting you to say a much higher price right there.
Everybody thinks that. They're coming in thinking out the gates, I got to get $500. No, no. It's very, very reasonable.
We were talking about kids, but you can be an adult and learn how to play too, right?
I encourage it.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
I do. I have so many people say, and I hate hearing this, so many people say, well, I'm too old to do that. No, you're never too old to do it. You can come in anytime, and our instructors, they know how to kind of make the curriculum to where it will be for the child or for an adult. And you have maybe never read music in your life, but they'll be able to put you where you need to be to adapt and kind of grow from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you're going to learn a lot of musical skills, but I know there's other benefits to learning how to play any instrument. Walk me through some of those.
Well, I mean, you know, and going into the children especially, you know, it's good because it helps build social skills. It's a way for memorizing and growing your memory. And then on top of that, it's, you know, everybody wants to play video games, right?
They
this is a way to have a sense of achievement and accomplishment through something that is more than just sitting in front of that screen. Because think about it. Moving your thumbs, you're doing it. Well, if you're playing a guitar, you're going that way too, you know? So it's a way for them to feel like they've accomplished something and achieved something that's more than just in front of a screen, you know? So.
Absolutely. Obviously, every child and every adult, frankly, is different. But how long does it take, how many lessons until someone's kind of confident and feels like they've got it under their belt?
Common question. I actually had just yesterday a gentleman say to me, so if I took lessons for about a month, do you think I'll have what it takes to be able and, you know, go start playing songs? And you got to be transparent. It takes about 3 things I'll stick out.
Okay.
One, you got to practice. You don't just go to lessons. You got to practice when you get home, okay? The other part to it is you've actually got to be consistent. You got to show up to your lessons and make sure you're listening to what your instructor's saying to you. And then the third part is you got to have fun with it. It's all about having fun, because if you go into it with the mindset of it's a chore, it's a job, you're not going to like it. You know, you got to go in and know it's something fun to experience.
Obviously, I mean, you can get to such works of art almost in guitars.
Oh,
How
yeah.
do you find the right fit for you once you're moving on from the acoustic?
Well, what we could do is you come in there, again, I have a team of specialists that we work with. So you come in there, we can sit you down, we'll figure out exactly what it is that you like, you know, what is it that is drawing you to it? Because each of these electrics, as pretty as they are, each guitar actually has a different sound. So are we wanting to go country, or we wanting to go rock and roll, or we want to go bluesy? I mean, it really depends on what you're looking for. So we can sit down, kind of go over what it is that you want, and then from there, build on it.
Something for everyone, and you don't have to play guitar.
I've got
every
it all.
instrument.
Every instrument. Again, all the way down to vocal. I've got it going on, you know.
They've got you covered.
So piano, violin, you know, strings, whatever it is. I've got it going on. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, sounds good to me. Thanks so much for joining us today,
Absolutely,
Trent.
yeah.
And you are joining us again from Pecknel. And we're going to have your address there on the screen in just a moment. There it is,
we go,
1312 Pleasantburg Drive. They're open Monday through Saturday. They have guitars, lessons, more. They've got everything. So for more information, you can head to foxcarolina.com.